So, for the grand return of the podcast that people have been waiting for, right? Most of them think, oh, these motherfuckers died, which is, probable. So it could happen. You're coming with a beanie, the 2006 beanie. You just rocking it out like that? Like no love?
No love. All the love.
All the love.
Yesterday I was listening to some emo shit. So yeah, I'm on my 2006, 2007 self.
Okay. That brings you to like a certain time in your life.
It does. Every time I listen to that music, it just brings me back
Can you
to
name me a few bands just so people know what kind of world you're
uh
in?
Silverstein.
Okay.
Silverstein. Um well, you got to go with the pop emo bands like, I don't know, Fall Out Boy and what else? My Chemical Romance. That's always on my playlist.
Those are
I I,
classics.
I don't think I ever, you know, went out of that phase.
Do you think back then we were in high school, it was kind of cool to go out with a chick that was into the darker arts, right? Little emo chick with black painted
Yeah, yeah,
nails. Like I never got the chance,
yeah. Me
but
neither.
back then it was like a cool thing. Like,
Yeah,
oh, he's with the goth girl. I hear she's a beast. I don't know. People would say,
I had a crush on this girl. All I remember her name was Sarah.
Sarah is a classic rock listening,
Yeah, she
girl.
looked like Avril Lavigne slash Haley Williams from Paramore, and she was my at that time she was my big crush.
I mean, I get it, and don't get me wrong. Like that is also an emo rock girl, but I'm talking about grimier. I'm talking
Like
about lives in
that.
her friend's couch and has tried heroin.
What's I don't know her name. The girl who used to sing at Evanescence.
Okay, we're getting a little darker. I like that.
I'm gonna look her up
Like I'm talking
because
about corny love, shoot you in the face
damn
with a
it,
shotgun.
that bitch was
Crazy.
crazy though.
No, I mean, you don't want to go corny love, but a little bit less. You feel me?
I don't want to shoot myself
Like
because of
between
her.
corny love and the girl from Evanescence, right in the
Okay,
middle. That's what
her
I'm
name
talking about.
is her name is Amy Lee.
Amy Lee.
Hmm.
Wake me up inside.
Wake me
That
up.
was a banger.
It is. I think still is. I still hear it every once in a while.
I think they're making money still to this day, and they will forever make money with that song. Just that one song.
That one song. But apparently they're more famous than just that one song.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
Chef Maurice, you just
What
got
up? What
back
up?
from a long trip. People might be asking why haven't we had a podcast in a minute? And part of it is because we're deficient in our personalities and our ambitions. And that's a given. But also we were, yeah, you're doing family stuff. You were in an Euro trip. We saw each other. I'll ask the producer to put some pictures, some videos, put them here. And I wanted to ask you, now that you've been back for a while now, home, and you were gone for like a month. How does that make you feel when you're back? Is it like, are you refreshed? Is there
Mm.
also a part of you which was like, I'm happy I'm home as well. I'm happy about the experience, and also you went through many countries in Europe. Give me a little bit of a quick highlight reel there.
Well, I went with my family, and then I went to see my family, and that part of the family is you, and then my sisters and my aunts, and so that was very nice. It does. It got me back refreshed. Like I wanna. I came back with like I want to do something, like I came inspired by everything I saw, everything I ate, everything I don't know, everywhere I went. And I don't, dude, life in Europe is so different than in the US. So different. And I kind of liked it over there. I kind of liked it.
Give us a few
But,
things. I know this is cliche, but give us a few things that you're like, oh, it's so different. Like what
well, the
is?
the the eating schedule is completely different. People are fucking having breakfast at, I don't know, 11 or 12 in the morning. Um, and then we were having dinner, what, late? 10, 9 sometimes. So that's compared to here and what I'm used to doing here, it's completely different. What else? What else? I feel like people are more laid back in Europe. Not in the, maybe not in the like in the bigger cities or, you know, work, business. But in the smaller cities that I went, people are more laid back. Uh, Sevilla was one of my favorite cities, and people there are like always partying and always like happy and shit. So um, that's. I mean, if it was up to me, I would move.
Okay, so when you put it all in the in the
Yeah.
balance, it comes out positive on the side of Europe. Oh, that's interesting because I mean people know there's also some negatives in Europe in compared to to the
Hmm.
US. There's a lot more comforts and certain things just work better and flow better. Systems are a little more aligned in the US for certain things. But but yeah, there's this you know, like the cliche mentions it, it is that there's this magic about Europe. And you went to Portugal in your trip. I also went to Portugal. We didn't see each other there. But to me, it was the first time going to another country in Europe, aside from Spain,
Mm.
where I've been living. And it was eye opening. It was really cool. So I think that does leave you refreshed and inspired. And you know, one of the things that you have to coordinate when you're like on vacation, right? Is you have necessities, right? You need to go to the bathrooms. And sometimes you're in the road, sometimes you're getting to know the city. And I kind of wanted to ask you, what are your, you know, people know Chef Maurice gives chef tips all the time. He'll probably give some
Mm.
here or in the next few episodes. He always gives his little nuggets of gold that people can, you know, jot down and then use it later. Maybe get laid because of it. Impress a lady. Impress your father. Maybe your father always says, "Oh, I'll never be proud of you. You're a fucking failure, you loser."
Wow.
But maybe you come through with the little chef secret, and now he's like, "Damn, I'm proud of you.
Mm.
You came through
Mm.
with that, you know, whatever the fuck,
Mm.
grilled cheese. I mean, it's probably not grilled cheese, like a cool thing, like a rotisserie type shit." But I
Do,
wanted
do,
to. Sorry, yeah.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I want to listen to this.
Okay, so I wanted to get your opinion, right? Your tip, but not on the eating side, which we know you know you're great at, but on the exiting side, when the food exits your body, right?
Mm.
You gotta go poo poo,
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you're on the road. I mean, this applies to your trip to Europe because I think it's a little tighter, but you can you know use experiences from all over the world where you've been. What are your tips when you're trying to find the best, more comfortable way to go to the bathroom, and you're like in the city center?
Mm. Damn. Sometimes you just have to go, right? Doesn't matter where or when. Um, I live in a city in San Francisco where they don't really give a fuck where they need to shit. They just shit in the sidewalk. So, I mean, I can take that into
What up? Is this because
uh,
of the homeless or the Asians?
whoa.
No, no.
Let's say the
I just wanted to know where how are you meaning it because I want to make
no,
sure.
no. I want to think it's the homeless.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
mean,
a lot of
sometimes
the
you
homeless
just
are Asians, though.
I don't know about that. So, I mean, sometimes you're walking on the street and you see a big ass pile of shit, and then most of the time somebody already stepped on it,
Ah,
and that has to be
and stepping on human shit is another level of.
it's another level because when let's say it's a dog, you're like, ah, fuck, I step on shit, but it's at least it's a dog shit, and then you kind of wipe it on grass. But it makes a difference it makes a difference when it's a
No,
human shit.
and the excrement of a crackhead
Oh,
is a different thing.
well, sometimes since they don't eat, sometimes it's just like there.
Yeah,
No,
like
no
the
food.
the crack that was left from their consumption. Okay, so it seems to me that you're very much, I don't know, like you're not picky. But go ahead. You were on an idea right just now.
No, the couple times I had to relieve myself when I was in the city center, I just went. Like I just went. I put my little toilet paper on the toilet, like a big ass pile, not like a one ply toilet paper. I just like went a couple times and then put it on the toilet. So when I sat on it, it was a little cushiony,
Hmm.
and I would never let my balls touch the toilet. My balls cannot touch the toilet.
It is it me because this is how I do it too. When I'm in the toilet, I mean in my house I do it too, but even more importantly when you're in public spaces, my left hand is grabbing my junk and balls and putting it in a center position.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
That's yeah. That's how I do it.
Because otherwise
No,
it hits the front of the
right,
toilet.
right. And you know what I found out? You know this. You know when you go to places. I don't know if this. I didn't see it in Europe. Maybe you've seen it. When you go to places, they have the little thing that you take out, and it's basically a mat for the toilet, so you can rest your ass cheeks. So this thing has it has a hole and it has a paper on it, and then you're supposed to take the paper on. It has a flap, right? So what I thought about is instead of putting the flap towards my ass, I put it towards the front, and then my dick can just like
Right, it's a
rest.
dick guard.
It's a dick guard, so it doesn't touch a
Damn.
fucking toilet.
Right. I mean,
So
in my case, I would use it as like a second, like an emergency. Like imagine, because otherwise, I mean, it's still weird. But that's a great idea. So for people out there, envision this. You're in an airport. This is very common in a high-end airport. You're gonna take a shitolini, as they call it in Mumbai, and there's this circle thing, plasticky, that is a circle that you put around the toilet, and then you sort of tear the middle part so that you can actually, excrete the things from your body. But that flap, I would just rip it apart. What you're saying is use the flap, be
right,
the
just
flap.
keep it attached, just not in the middle. Then just you know, it comes forward, and then when you sit, this flap is just there, and then you can rest your junk on
Right.
it, and then it's not touching the toilet.
No, I think this is incredible feedback that you get. And you said something previously. You put the paper in the toilet, right? Like so that you create a little cushion and clean sort of line for your ass. And you said I put a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
So
don't know
like
where.
fuck the
But
environment. I mean, I guess.
at this point, fuck everything except me,
Right.
right? Except my ass cheek and my butthole.
Okay. Makes sense. No, it makes sense. And I want to know what people do because people don't discuss this. But are there like psychopaths? I mean, I'm pretty sure there are that go into a public restroom and just use it as it is. Like I just sit down there. I don't care anything. I don't put no paper around the toilet. I just sit on it. There's psychopaths that do that.
Well, I have to come clean though.
Oh shit.
I have to come clean.
This is
No,
bad.
no, no. It's not bad. Now that I think about it, it's gonna sound worse than what it is. I used to work in a restaurant that was in a hotel, and then every time we needed to use the restroom, we could use like the little guest bathroom that was like hidden. You know when you have to shit and you don't want to stink up your room bathroom, and then you just go to the one in the lobby or whatever.
Right.
This one was hidden, and it was always clean. And sometimes you needed to like take a shit and
Right.
didn't have time to roll up the little cushioning. So I just looked at it and it looked pretty clean, and I sat on it.
Okay.
It didn't happen often, but it happened a couple times.
Okay. I mean, at the end, I do appreciate the honesty, and I'm sure the people at home or wherever they listen to the podcast, they're gonna appreciate that. Especially on the first episode coming back, they're seeing that honesty. They're like, man, maybe I can trust these guys again.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to tell everybody you can. We
You
can.
can, of course, of course.
Okay, I like the honesty, but obviously, ideally, you want to put the little
Ideally,
papers around
right.
it. I actually like to do a little wipe around
You
the
see, I don't do that shit.
because it has piss from people. So I
Right,
first
but
dry it and then I put because otherwise, then the piss can get through the paper towels and then reach my ass, and then pretty much
that's why you
that
put a
means a guy
thick
fucked
layer
me.
of.
What?
That's why you put a thick layer of toilet paper
Right, but you could do a
before you
little
sit
clean.
down.
So for people that want to be even cleaner, you do a little wipe around the toilet. You throw that away, and you can even leave that in the toilet so that it
Right, so
acts
it
as a
doesn't
cushion.
splash.
Yeah, it acts as a
Right.
cushion, and it breaks the landing. I mean, these are things here that this is deep right now, and people they're very appreciative. They're like, man, we've never really had this talk before. Your parents talk about the flowers and the bees. Is that what it's called? The fucking and the sucking. But nobody talks to you about, that connection with your anus.
Nobody talks to you on how to take a shit, a clean shit.
A clean shit.
Have you ever taken a shit in like the wilderness, in a tree, or I don't know, in the beach, in the ocean? I don't know, something that was in a toilet.
Yeah, there's many times I've done it, but I remember one time I was with a girlfriend in the beaches of Venezuela, and I was very drunk in the night, and I literally leaned against a car while she helped me, and like I shit in front of her. It was
She
it
she
was
helped you
very.
out.
She helped me out like with like having the things there, the toiletry, and so I've done something like that.
She still is that girl your current girlfriend or no?
No, no, no.
Oof,
Obviously,
oof.
after that,
All
you
right.
kind of.
Do you think she still thinks about that moment every once
I
in a while?
hope at night she's like, God damn it, this
What the fuck did
motherfucker.
I
What
do?
is this? What's wrong with this guy?
I helped this motherfucker take a shit.
Little tip for the people out there. Let's say you're going into a public restroom. Obviously, if you have shorts on, you don't want to just drop the shorts down. You want to create a little tension with your legs, opening them as to catch the shorts so that they don't touch the ground. This is
Right.
basics, shedding in the public 101. If you have tight pants, those are the best shedders out there because you can just drop down and they stay in position. You can even put your phone in that little umbrella or pouch that becomes the inside of your pants.
And I recently found out that girls, when they go to the bathroom, they pee standing up, like public bathrooms.
What do you
They
mean?
pee standing up.
What, with like a device?
No, like they stand on top of the toilet, and with their legs wide open,
Makes
and they
sense.
just pee and not sit down. And because I've heard that girls' bathrooms are more or
Even
dirtier
worse. Yeah.
than men.
And so does that mean, because I'm not 100% sure on how the peeing device of a woman is, but a woman that's always been a woman, right? Because just
Yeah.
I don't know if it's very sprinkly. So by you being on the top of the toilet, being standing up, you're kind of
Well,
just wetting everything.
you're not just like standing tall. You're like maybe crouching down a little bit so the
Oh,
pee,
okay.
but you're still not touching the toilet.
This is blowing my mind because this changes the game.
Well, ask your partner how she pees when she goes to a public restaurant, and you'll be surprised. You'll be amazed.
Yeah, that's crazy. If I can be honest here, maybe this is the fucked up part of me. I'm being judgmental. That's how I think maybe like a lesbian would be. But maybe that's just common practice. You see? Because like people don't know the way that I pee is that I face the other way, not the toilet. I'm not facing the toilet. I'm facing the other way, and then I grab my penis and then I arc it between my legs and I go backwards. And I kind of, it does hurt on the testicles, but you create a little arch there. It's pretty cool.
You've thought about this one for a while.
It is weird when you do it in the public ones that are open with a lot of stalls. People are like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Basically looking at me.
You know, I remember when I used to work at a certain office, and it was next to like a mall,
Can you
and
say
I
a name?
found, huh?
Can
Corte
you say the
Inglés
name?
of the mall.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you used to work at a. Okay, okay. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways, when I had to go take a shit, there were many bathrooms that were already public, right? Like people knew about them. And then there was one that was at this place that served gourmet food, and it was like you had to go to, and nobody knew about that bathroom, and it was always clean. Because this is the other thing, right? Public bathrooms, I don't like. I like to take my shit privately.
Mm,
So I don't like a bathroom that's always full and everybody's gonna be hearing my shit. It's not my
mm-mm.
thing.
I I think alike. I like to take my shit like in peace,
In peace.
but sometimes you just have to do it, no matter how many people are in the restroom. I just mute the
I'm just
fart.
looking at myself in the camera and I'm literally gonna go bald tomorrow. Or this lighting is just doing me very bad. I mean, in this camera I look alright, but on that one,
You look nice.
I look like I'm fucking. Yeah, okay, anyways, go on.
No, no, no. I was saying that I mute my farts when there's a lot of people
Oh, you
in the
can mute them?
public. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
If you spread your cheeks wide enough, instead of
okay,
being, it's just gonna be like,
okay, so you do a little bit of cushioning there with your asshole.
yeah, you have
Are
to.
you? Would you say that you're very good at controlling the pressure of your asshole and, and varying it as needed?
Yeah, you have to be.
Okay.
I'm very good at it.
Would you say that that training has allowed you to have a strong tightness in the
Anus.
asshole if you need to protect the entrance?
Yeah, for sure,
I mean, not that
for
you would
sure.
want to protect it. Maybe sometimes you want to not protect it, but if you wanted to, you can protect it.
Like maybe sometimes, maybe when we're recording this, I'm just doing exercises for my
You just
asshole
clenching. Okay.
and
Oh, like
relax, clench,
eh,
relax.
okay. And there's like, damn, this is like training even at home, like when you're watching a movie.
Right,
Like, let's say you're
right.
watching, I don't know, Friends, right? In memory of RIP. You could do 200 clenches in an episode.
More.
And that makes that asshole even nicer.
For people to taste.
I mean, there's no better reward than getting it in when the asshole is tight. And I
Mm.
read that in a poem.
Mm-hmm.
I heard people like that better. All right, but anyway, so about the shedding part, you know what sucks? Like the whole I don't want people to hear me. You mute your farts. There's people that don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
At work, look at this situation. There's two stalls. Aside from so you have the urinaries, and then there's two stalls where you can do more things. And one of them is at the end of a wall, and at the other side of the wall is the girls' restroom, and they have the same setup. So I mean, this is not uncommon, right? You grab a wall and you put the bathrooms on each side so that you can use the same, um, the pipes. You can use the same. Um, what the fuck is called the tubes? The plumbing, right? You can use the same plumbing on one wall, so you put both of the bathrooms on that side. The thing is, the walls are thin, and I almost feel like there's holes in them because if you're on that last stall, right in the other side of you, there's another stall and there's a girl.
Mm.
And bro, it's so uncomfortable because you can hear them and they can hear you, and you don't want any of it. So I always try to go to the stall where it's farther.
I mean, but she doesn't know who's there, right?
She doesn't, but I mean, you know, it's still weird.
Yeah, but I mean, if she's not gonna know, I don't give a fuck.
Right, but you don't know. I mean, what if you're doing that, you cough, and then she's like, I recognize that cough.
Is that KIKO?
Or maybe Damn, I recognize that asshole. That's gotta be
Okay.
Kiko.
Damn.
And even though both bathrooms, the entrances are at opposite ends, if you both come out at the same time, you could see each other across the. So there's many clues there. Now, I dislike it with the guys too, right? If I'm in there doing the thing and I come out, they're gonna know it's me. But it's worse with the girls, and this leads me to the next topic related to this. There's some places, right, that have these unisex bathrooms, and the way that it works is you go into the bathroom and there's this universal wash your hands section, and then there's like four stalls, and it could be a guy and a girl that goes in, but you're very intimate with those stalls because there's no extra. So to me, that's uncomfortable. I don't want to be there taking a shit and I come out and a girl is there, and vice versa. Girls who want to go in there take a shit and come out and I'm there. So what do you think about this? And I know this can get political, but just on a shitting conversation, it comes up because it is true, and I don't like those bathroom
Mm.
situations. I prefer to have guys and girls, and not only for me, it makes it more comfortable for them, and I don't have to be like a weird guy inside their bathroom, like, hey, what's up? You taking a shit?
I encounter a lot of those restrooms in my journey through Spain and Portugal. So it seems to be like a normal thing there. I'm starting to see it here. So it's weird. It's weird because I asked, we went to a restaurant one night and I asked my girlfriend, oh, where's the restroom? She's like, over there. I'm like, yeah, but where's the guy's restroom? She's saying, no, no, no. You're going to go to the same restroom as I did. And the dude next to me and the girl next to you probably. So it's I don't know. You see, on the other scene or in the other case where you shit, but there's still a wall in between you and that person, I don't care. But now you're shitting, and then the stall next to you is it's this girl. Now that's where I'm like, okay, I don't like that. I don't want her
And
to be smelling
imagine
my
if they
shit.
implement that like at work. Now you know the people.
Mm, true.
It's like, bro, you're not gonna believe this. Mariah from accounting is rotting inside.
Denise needs to go to the fucking doctor or something.
Bro, Susan from HR is dying. So to me,
Uh,
it's just weird. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. So let's make it simple. This is very simple. Damn. Okay,
Say it, say it.
it's very simple. Okay, if you look down and you have this tangling thing like a little elephant,
Okay.
right? And sometimes it gets hard, regardless of what you see, guys or girls. It's fine. It's okay. That means you need to go to the guy's bathroom. Okay. Now, if you look down and you don't have no dangling thing, and instead you have like the mouth of a monkey sideways, then you go to the girl's bathroom. And that's it. I just wanted to sort of give a very simple
Uh,
explanation. And
can
it's
you say it
easy.
again?
That's
The,
it. Okay. So I mean, that's it, and it's gonna be more comfortable for everybody. Girls don't like when guys are in their bathrooms,
mm,
and I understand that, and I don't like them to be in my bathroom.
well, you know why it would not be implemented in the workspace because of this the sexual harassment part
Right, but
of it.
I mean, you're assuming that there's gonna be sexual harassment for sure. But to me, it's just like the whole point why they haven't separated is because those sexes attract each other. And those are things that they prefer to do intimately. And now with this whole woke agenda, I mean, which is this is very old now. It's like a little hacky to even say this woke agenda, but because it's dying, I think people are already, like everybody's catching up to how retarded it is. This woke agenda says no, we should all go to the same bathroom, and now people are gonna kick back and be like, no, you know why? Because when I take a shit, I don't want fucking somebody from the opposite sex hearing me. For some reason, it's a little bit less awkward if it's guys hearing my shit.
Because maybe we were brought up thinking that girls didn't shit.
Right.
So
the way that I was brought up is that once a week they would take them to the forest and they would vomit from their mouth the shit that they collected all the week.
Wow.
And that's why their breath smelled bad.
Wow.
But yeah, but they told me all types of tales like that growing up.
Now we can see what happened.
They told me that if I jerked off too much, my grandma was gonna die. She's still alive.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding, she died. No, but look, check it. No, I'm kidding, she's alive. But because I stopped jerking it.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Are we back?
We're back.
Damn. It feels
We're
good.
back. We're back.
Feels good.
People, do you like the setup? This is not gonna be the setup forever, but enjoy it. I'm moving things around.
Why did you? Are you going to Turkey?
I'm looking again at the fucking my hairline. But anyways, it's coming cute. I already told my hairdresser we're not gonna cut my hair at the top anymore forever. We're gonna recoup this bitch. We're coming back. All right, Turkey, here I go.